There's an assumption so basic in modern physics that almost no one realizes they're making it, that spacetime has a globally consistent orientation, that left and right mean the same thing everywhere, that inside and outside never swap, that time never reverses globally. This is not a law of physics, it's a choice. To say space is orientable means something very specific. It means you could travel arbitrarily far and never lose track of direction. Left stays left, right stays right, the past stays the past. Every modern cosmological model assumes this, not because it was demonstrated, but because it felt obvious. Locally, this assumption works in laboratories, solar systems, and galaxies. General relativity passes every local test, but local success does not certify global truth. A surface can behave normally everywhere you touch it, and still fail globally. A Möbius strip has no second side. You could walk its entire length without ever crossing an edge, and still return inverted. Left becomes right, inside becomes outside. Nothing breaks, and no laws are violated. Only orientation fails. Möbius cosmology makes one move. It removes the requirement that spacetime be globally orientable. Locally, nothing changes. General relativity holds. Curvature behaves normally. All precision tests survive. But globally, the universe no longer emits a single consistent orientation. When orientation is not guaranteed, certain agreements become impossible. Observers cannot globally agree on expansion, not because someone is wrong, but because agreement is not permitted. Horizons cannot be purely local. Information cannot be cleanly erased. Time cannot be globally linear. These are not malfunctions, they're consequences. When a theory assumes a simple shape and reality does not cooperate, corrections are added. Parameters are tuned. Substances are introduced. Substances like dark matter, dark energy. These are not discoveries, they're compensations. Because the shape was never questioned. In an orientable universe, black holes are paradoxes. They have endings, infinities, information loss. In a non-orientable space-time, a black hole is where orientation fails. Not a singularity, not destruction, a continuation surface. Geometry reconnecting itself under extreme curvature. No rescue required. In Möbius cosmology, nothing dark is added. No particles, fields, or forces. What appears as missing mass is curvature memory. What appears as acceleration is a disagreement across the twisted manifold. Structure, not substance. ACDM works if spacetime is globally simple. Möbius cosmology works even when it isn't. That's the difference. The structure could not be introduced earlier. Without pressure, it would sound optional. Without inconsistency, it would seem unnecessary. But once coherence breaks, geometry becomes unavoidable. This was not an interpretation, it was constraint. And once a constraint is removed, everything reorganizes. Reality did not change, the assumption did.